Hello, everyone. My name is Michael Laduba. I'm here to present my research paper with the title, A Framework for Sustainability of Small and Medium-Scale Businesses in Nigeria Amidst the COVID-19 Pandemic. The objective of the research paper include develop a framework for the survival of small and medium-scale businesses amidst the COVID-19 pandemic, the recommendation of strategies aimed at surmounting the difficulties that may be posed in the future, recommendation of sustainability concepts in business, to complement and inform government agencies and departments in the fight for the survival of small and medium-scale businesses, and lastly, to safeguard Nigeria's food supply chain. What is the significance of the topic? The topic is significant on two fronts. First, the Nigerian economy is built on the foundation of small and medium-scale businesses. Without the small and medium-scale businesses, there is no economy. Secondly, the major providers of employment in Nigeria are the small and medium-scale businesses. Over 80% of jobs, total jobs, are provided by the small and medium-scale businesses. What are the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic on small and medium-scale businesses in Nigeria? Due to the imposition of lockdowns and movement restrictions aimed at curbing the infection rate, demand for the goods and services provided by small and medium-scale businesses have plummeted. Many of them have ceased business and millions of others are struggling. The food industry is severely hit, especially the supply chain arm of the food industry, as many small businesses have either suspended business or collapsed totally. A great number of small and medium-scale businesses are in the supply chain system in Nigeria. Because of the atmosphere of economic uncertainty, financial institutions are finding it difficult to give out loans to small businesses, especially in these times when the credit facilities are urgently needed. Nobody knows when the pandemic will be over. And as such, the economic uncertainty is very, very dangerous. The overdependence on imports by small and medium-scale businesses, especially imports of raw materials, has adversely affected the operations of these businesses because countries where raw materials are imported from are also suffering the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. And as such, businesses in those countries have taken a nosedive, thereby affecting the operations of small and medium-scale businesses in Nigeria. What are the survival strategies for small and medium-scale enterprises? First, it is important that small and medium-scale enterprises establish an e-commerce platform in order to increase online sales, especially in these days where face-to-face transactions are highly minimized. It is also important to develop a supply chain resiliency. Small and medium-scale businesses can team up to make the supply chain system in Nigeria more effective and able to withstand the shocks that may come up in the future or now when we have the incidence of coronavirus pandemic. It is also important for business owners and entrepreneurs to monitor current trends, especially the directions of how to do business and what kind of business to go into, especially in these days where diversification is very key. The maintenance of a customer relationship management system, or we call it the CRM, is very important. It helps to keep existing customers loyal to the business and also to win over new customers to boost the demand of the goods and services of the business. Maintaining an entrepreneurial ecosystem is vital because it is an avenue whereby information is channeled to the business, to business owners, and on how to sustain their businesses in these trying times. A good example is the Lagos Chamber of Commerce, Lagos Chamber of Industry and Commerce, that usually gives out information on how to survive difficult situations such as we have at this present moment. Small business owners, entrepreneurs must develop a contingency plan that will give confidence to employees and customers about the workplace, on how safe the workplace is. It is also important to develop resilient value chains in processes and flows of operations in order to prevent infection of the coronavirus pandemic. And lastly, the adoption of sustainable strategy. Small and medium-scale businesses must begin to think sustainability. They must begin to think of the efficient way of utilizing resources today in order to prepare for tomorrow. It is no longer business as usual. They must begin to think of how to be viable even in the future. The research design for the research paper utilized the systematic literature review method. It is a method whereby the works of other researchers are scrutinized, analyzed, reviewed in order to come up with findings that support or that answer the research questions that are posed for this research. Results. Results from the research show that even in the period of the COVID-19 pandemic, new opportunities for small and medium-scale businesses exist, especially in the online or e-commerce platforms. These platforms enable huge demand to be made for goods and services on offer by these businesses. Also, results show that due to this huge demand owing to the online presence of small and medium-scale businesses, there are certain jobs that have been created in the logistic industry. These include transportation and the movement, transportation and the people involved in moving goods from the store to the final consumers. Also, an effective customer relationship management helps in boosting the demand of goods and services of small and medium-scale businesses. It has been discovered that the maintenance of entrepreneurial ecosystem is vital, is important, as information provided is necessary for business survival. This information can include how to source for funds to remain in business. Contingency plans have been discovered to boost the confidence of employees. For instance, work processes which involve working from home it has been discovered that they even boost the confidence of workers when they work from remote places, or in especially, and then the development of the protocols that will assist in working from those places should be also put in place. In conclusion, small and medium-scale businesses are the backbone of Nigeria's economy. As said earlier, without these businesses, there is no economy. And as such, there is the need for saving jobs in this critical area of the Nigerian economy. Also, it is important to support the supply chain system in Nigeria in order to prevent shortage of food items. Government intervention must target provision of electricity and access to internet. It is not enough to throw money at the problem. There must be specific targets in order to help small businesses, small and medium scale businesses, to withstand the shock of the COVID-19 pandemic consequences. A proactive Ministry of Trade, respective state chambers of commerce and industry, and agencies, it is important that this is not the time for managers to sit down in their offices or to have armchair discussions. All hands must be on deck in order to safeguard the lives of these businesses, and while doing so, help in safeguarding the jobs, the millions of jobs provided by small and medium-scale businesses. Thank you and have a nice day.